Hey everybody, it's Campfire Trish, and today I am bringing to you a easy meal that you can do, especially on a weeknight. It's a weeknight today. I have been working on this meal so hard ever since 6 o'clock this morning, but no, not really. It was really easy to prep. Really easy to do ahead of time. So if you're going camping and you don't want to do a lot of setup beforehand or cooking while on site, you can definitely do this this main meal. Yes, Max, I hear you crying. You can definitely do this main piece of this meal ahead of time, or while you're camping on the campsite if you have the needed items. But yeah, we're going to be doing some barbecue ribs. And typically we really like to smoke our ribs, but you know, it's a weekday, there's no time. And yeah, we're doing what we have to do. So I'm going to be starting them off in the crock pot and letting them cook. And then we're going to be finishing them off with some barbecue sauce at the end to get them, you know, a little bit more crispy as I like it. So then from there, I'm going to be doing also some corn on the cob. And I think that's going to be it. I think that's enough. And maybe some green beans. I haven't decided. But anyway, that's the plan. Let's go ahead and let me show you how I prepped, how I got the ribs going this morning, early this morning at 6 a.m. What are you doing, Maxie? Meow. What are you doing, Maxie? Yeah? What is it? What is it, pretty boy? Yeah. All right, so I've got the baby back ribs. They cut them in half and placed them into the crock pot, and I'm just going to sprinkle some seasoning on it. And you can be as heavy-handed as you want or not. Thank you, Main Squeeze. Just so we can get it on both sides. And I'm going to just put some liquid with it. So I've got some Angry Orchard hard cider. I'm just kind of adding to the bottom here.
Sorry, I gotta rinse the stuff off my hands.
I know. And I've got some E. coli. And then some, a little bit of beef broth. I'm adding in. You can use apple juice or apple cider if you prefer. And this is just going to help with that cooking process as the ribs cook pretty much all day in the crock pot. And then we'll transfer to a heat source at the end of the day. And I've set the crock pot to a 10-hour low. And yeah. I'll be checking on them much later this afternoon. All right, so the wind is still pretty, it's pretty windy here. So we've decided not to do a fire today, just because, yeah, I don't want to have to worry about it. We don't want any, you know, issues happening. And so we're going to be, I think, looking at our Blackstone Grill to do the ribs and the corn cooking. And yeah, so let's get to it. All right, so it is now afternoon, and I'm just going to take a peek at these. These have been on low. Whew. Fogs me up. Oh wow. Since this morning, and these are definitely like fall off the bone done. My next step is going to be to hopefully gently get these out, put them in some Reynolds wrap and put some barbecue sauce on them to kind of get a little bit of that char. I don't think we're going to be able to start the fire again. We have pretty high wind still. So we might be doing these on the griddle, but you could definitely do them on the fire if you have that available. All right, so I was able to get them onto the Reynolds wrap. I'm going to just let them sit there. You can tell that they are definitely very tender. And Sam is not home yet, so I'm going to kind of let them sit here until he's home, and then we'll decide how we want to go proceed from there, if we're going to be attempting to do fire or whatnot. But I'll proceed with next steps when he gets home. So these are just going to rest for the moment. Meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead. I got some corn that it so says locally grown, although it is not that time of year yet, so I'm not quite sure where it came from, but I'm going to get some corn ready. I'm going to throw that on the grill or in the fire as well for dinner tonight. All right, so you can see that the prep for the corn is very simple. I just took off the shuck and the silks from the corn, and I'm putting it on some tin foil, Reynolds wrap, and then doing some butter right on top, so that way the butter will melt over the corn as it cooks. And I'm going to wrap up the other ones just the same. All right, gonna get the Blackstone grill prepped and ready for heating. And yeah, it's gonna be quick and easy for sure. All right, so we kind of ran out of propane. So didn't actually happen on the grill. So our trusty air fryer saved the day, thankfully. So it's always nice. We do take a convection oven or even sometimes our air fryer with us with camping, so it's not a total cheat. But let's give a try to these ribs. I'm telling you, them slow cooking all day definitely made them tender, like they're fork tender for sure.
They're good.
They are pretty good.
Of course, I haven't ate all day, so this is probably, I'm not sure if this has anything to do. Does it affect how things taste when you're super hungry?
Yes. So, the hard cider definitely gave it a little bit of a flavor. I think I need a little, can I use a little more sauce? A little bit more barbecue sauce. Oh, that's good.
Okay.
And then the trusty corn. Who doesn't love some corn, right? This right here, it makes the day. I love corn on the cob. I think it's delicious. It's one of my favorites. And you get a little buttery and messy and salty, and it's yumminess. But so again, this video is an awesome one if you want to do some prep before you actually head out to that campsite. This is so easy to do. I would maybe let the ribs go no more than, I don't know, 5-6 hours, just because they did get a little bit too tender and they can fall off easily. So you have to be really careful when you take them out that crock pot. But then you can put them in Reynolds wrap, stick them in your cooler until you're ready to actually throw them on the fire. Open your Reynolds wrap up, put some barbecue sauce on them, toss them on the fire to warm up, and they'll be perfect. Same thing goes with the corn. I mean, you can shuck the corn and put it in your Reynolds wrap and have it ready to go for when it's time to eat that meal, and just throw it on the coals at that point in time. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed. What are some of your make ahead meals when you're camping? Post in the comments below. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, a comment, subscribe if you haven't already. And remember, next Saturday at 8 a.m., new content will drop. So until then, bye.